Hello and welcome back to another episode of Bob Johnson's Computer Stuff Inc. We are the Toughbook experts. Today I'm going to do a tutorial on how to remove the front cabinet, LCD cabinet, from your Toughbook CF-30. Hopefully you learn a lot today. Hopefully this is an enjoyable video for you, and if it is, don't forget to hit the like button, label with the thumbs up at the bottom of the video. Alright, now we're going to be removing the hinge cover, 2 screws, first 1 and 2. Now we are removing the screw for the back hinge. This is the hinge for the hinge cover. We're removing the screw for it now. Now we're just going to remove these 2 screws here. The 2 final screws for the LCD cable cover, which we're going to be removing. Next, what you need to do is you need to just lift your hinge cover out of place and then remove your LCD cable cover out of place. Next, we're going to need to disconnect the LCD cables. I'm going to use a flat or Phillips head screwdriver for this, but honestly you can do it with your finger. Just makes it a little bit easier for me personally when I'm disconnecting the wires from the connector. Next, we're going to unscrew the hinge for the other side. There's 1 screw for the front of the hinge, and then there's another screw on the back. We're going to unscrew this screw. Now we're going to remove this screw. Now we're going to lift the hinge cover out of place. After which, now we're going to have to unscrew the hinges themselves from the main chassis. For this, these screws are going to be on really tight. Now that we've unscrewed this hinge, we're going to work on the second one. Now we're going to be removing the second hinge. Two screws holding this second hinge in place. Now there are 2 screws on the back plate which also have to be removed in order to remove the display unit. So we're going to go ahead and remove those 2 screws as well. Now you're able to lift up the display unit. Just allows for a little bit more maneuverability. Now we're going to remove the screws for the top plate. Make sure all the screws are removed from your LCD. Okay, at this point you can now separate the top front cabinet and rear cabinet of your LCD screen. It's going to be a bit sticky, like an adhesive. Just apply a little bit of leverage and it should separate quite nicely. And voila. Now there's actually a ribbon cable connecting the front cabinet to the LCD screen. You're going to have to disconnect this ribbon cable. It's covered by tape. I'll zoom in so you can get a better look. So this tape is obviously over top of the ribbon cable. It's covering the ribbon cable as well as the clips holding the ribbon cable in place. We're going to remove those clips, in turn removing or disconnecting the ribbon cable. What we don't need to do is we're going to need to remove A and B connector here. You can just pull these out, 1 and 2. And we'll also have to disconnect this wire here. So you just pull that out, there you go. And then there's your inverter board here. We're just going to leave that where it is at the moment, but after disconnecting those 3 wires, you can now after disconnecting that tape. So that is how you remove your LCD screen as well as your front cabinet. This tutorial will definitely come in handy if you have some scratches or damage on your front cabinet that you need to replace. Maybe it's shattered. You get the new front cabinet, put the new one on. Part 2, I'll show you how to reassemble.
Thanks for watching today. For more repair videos, click the link below. And remember, if you have a screwdriver, you can fix a computer.